I'm Peter Ralston, and as my name is recorded over there, that's a nickname. If you wish to communicate with me by email, you have to do henry.ralston, same spelling, but Henry, at ucsf.edu, and I'll be glad to respond to any questions you might have. This is a familial idiosyncrasy, and I'm not going to talk any more about that. So I'm called Peter, but that's not my name. This course grows out of a course that several of us teach for medical students at UCSF, but it is designed for people who do not have a background in science. So I would encourage any of you who are interested in your brain to consider the course whether or not you have much background in biology. I'll do my best to see to it that people without that background can learn what they'd like to learn about the brain, and people who know quite a bit about the brain are not bored by hearing about it yet again. The way that the course is designed is it's a series of 2-hour lectures, 6 2-hour lectures, and roughly the first hour would be basic science background. For instance, in the first session, I would talk about nerve cells, of which we have several 100 billion in our heads, making hundreds of millions of connections, so the numbers get very big, of the possible permutations of neural circuitry, how nerve cells communicate with each other. And later in that same lecture, I'll talk about drugs that work on the brain. More than half of the prescription drugs that all of us take act on the nervous system. So I'll talk to you about how some of those drugs work, and also how some nifty animals have evolved toxins and venoms to poison the actions between nerve cells, which is a very interesting survey of some adaptations in evolution. So, and that's how each lecture will be set up. I'll give, about a week ahead of time, I'll post a short article that is not required. There will be no quizzes as background information for the forthcoming lecture. And that's the way we'll progress. The other topics will be stroke, blood supply of the brain and stroke, hearing, how we acquire language, verbal language, and hearing is a very important aspect of that, and other topics which are listed in your brochure. So I look forward to meeting you, and as I say, I encourage people without a background in biology to consider taking this course. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.